Yeah.
Wow.
And I honestly, I didn't get my driver's license until I was like, uh, 20 or 21. That's when I got my first driver's license.
Yeah, I got mine when I was 16. I got my permit at 15 and got my first wreck at.
Your first wreck?
Yeah. I didn't get on my first wreck until I was about 21. Got my first ticket at 17, though.
How'd you get a ticket?
It was kind of crazy, right? I had just dropped my friend off at home, and it was like probably like 8:30 and 9 o'clock at night. It was dark, and I had just turned off on his road to get back on the main road, heading to Fort Rucker. And this car comes up on me real fast and just sits on my bumper. And I'm like, dude, get off of my bumper. And he never did, so I stomped it. Mind you, this is a 1966 Chevy Impala Super Sport 2-speed Power Glide V8, so it had a lot of power. So I run out from underneath this car, unbeknownst to me, it's a cop.
Oh, wow.
So as soon as I hit my brakes, that's when he turns his lights on.
Wow.
I'm like, you dirty mug. But make a long story short, that was my first ticket.
Let me see. My first ticket. I don't know how I hadn't been driving that long, but I was on Fort Hood in Texas, and I ran a yellow light. I get pulled over by the MPs, and he gives me a ticket for running a steady yellow.
What?
Yeah, I got a ticket for running a yellow light.
I didn't even know that was legal.
Right. I mean, when a light is yellow, it's like you stop if you can, but if you can't, you go through it. And it was like, I was like right under the light, and he gave me a ticket for running a steady yellow. And I'm like, yo. But I didn't, looking back, I'm looking at it like, yo, he gave me a ticket. Back then I was like, oh, okay. I got a ticket.
Yeah, it's like, who the hell gets a ticket for? You don't like it.
Right. You got to be real petty.
Never heard of it. Ever.
Have you got any tickets or warnings yet?
No, I've not. Luckily,
let me tell you, by all means, try your best not to get any tickets. Try your best. How many tickets have you had?
Oh, that's an ugly question. If I had to say over the course of my driving career, I'm probably somewhere in the maybe 25, 30 range.
25, 30 tickets?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What about you, Dad?
If I had to guess how many tickets I've had, I would guess to say probably 15, maybe. Yeah, because I got that first one running the steady yellow. Yeah. The worst tickets that I've had was driving on a suspended license, driving an unregistered motor vehicle, and a reckless driving ticket in Virginia. So what I will say to you is always make sure the car that you're driving is registered. Always make sure your insurance, you're going to be good with the insurance and registration, but just always make sure you have that. And definitely watch your speeding.
Yeah, that was always the biggest thing with me is I would get speeding tickets, and maybe a stop sign ticket here and there. But mind you, that's from 17 to my late 40s. But
Yeah.
I just got to a point where it came down to tickets is I would hate paying them, but then I just start getting to a mood where I was like, you know what, F this, I'll see you in court. I just started hiring me lawyers. I'm like, I'm not gonna just sit down and take it, because in some of those situations, it wasn't that I was actually speeding; it was someone usually around me. But because I had nice cars, they usually go to the one who they think has the most money. But
yeah,
anyway,
so the worst thing that's happened to me as far as tickets was, like I said, driving on suspended license. So what happened was, I moved when I got off active duty, and I moved here. I never registered my car because I didn't think it would pass inspection. So I still had Texas tags on my car that were expired. I had rims on my car that stuck out probably like 3 inches, which was horrible for that car.
What car was it?
It was a 91 Geo Prism, a white Geo Prism. I used to love that car. But the rims, they were 13-inch rims, so it sat low. The tires stuck out, and if you went over a certain speed, they would bounce because of them sticking out in the size of the tire. But I had got a driving on a unregistered motor vehicle ticket. I had got a couple of those, and I didn't pay them. So I didn't pay them because they was like, what, I think either $350 or $450 at that time. So I had like 3 or 4 of them. And then my license got suspended. No, before that, I had found some New York license plates in the garage, and I threw them on my car. Driving around, because I had to be out. Got a ticket for that. And because I told the police the truth, they didn't lock me up, but they towed my car and took the tags.
Dang it!
So I was able to get my car out of the impound lot or whatever. Had it sitting at home. And then what happened? I ended up getting rid of that car. I got a Suzuki Sidekick. I wrecked that. I totaled that. So what happened was, that was back in the day when the Suzuki Sidekicks was popular. Not the Suzuki Summarize, not the little one. But I had the springs cut and it was lowered. And I was